What sort of jobs are coming up? Hunting? Mercenary work?
You never know in this business.
Should keep me on my toes. Been in a few skirmishes. Treaty with the Republic made real fighting scarce. Like to see something worthy.
Only kind of job I take.
Good to hear. Our people need battle to find out what we are. Mando without war is like a starship without space.
Guess we better find you a war then.
Looking forward to it.
Remember those Arcona colonists I was telling you about? Well, I've got the perfect racket to skim a little profit off those moisture-farming saps. Salt.
This I have to hear.
I used to know this spacey Arconan bagman back on Nar Shaddaa. Thought the guy was a spice head for the longest time. Turns out I was only half right. This guy's cravings were something else.
Are all Arcona this screwy?
The few I've met haven't exactly instilled me with confidence. One night, after making our handoff in some dive diner, he orders some garbage soup and dumps an entire shaker of salt into the bowl. Should have seen the way this guy went at the stuff before stumbling out of the place like its last call.
Your money's on these colonists having the same craving.
10 to 1 says there's something about salt that those wedgeheads can't resist. We're gonna sell those colonists the answer to all their woes, specially formulated and offered exclusively through Rowing Industries. If I'm right about how much Arcona love the stuff, our biggest problem will be keeping up the supply.
So, Torian, he's kinda cute, don't you think?
Good aim. Solid tracker.
Way to miss the point of the question.
He's just not what I'm looking for.
Because I sort of think I like him. I think he's interested in me, but he's really good at the Mandalorian thing. It's hard to tell what he's thinking.
He definitely looks at you. Go talk to him.
Really? Oh, I will. Thanks, you're the best.
Mako, open a secure channel on the frequency we got from the blacklist.
Come on. Signal strength is really poor. Oh, there we go. Sorta.
This is unexpected. I greet you on behalf of the Chiss Ascendancy, Bounty Hunter. I am Aristocker Shorehand Milithier. This hollow frequency hasn't had an inquiry in quite some time. I believe there were no longer any interested parties.
Don't sweat it. I'm the last hunter you're gonna need.
I've heard that before, Hunter. I want results, not bluster. I need someone to hunt the Trandoshan pirate lord Renegade Voss. Are you such an individual?
May as well ask us to hunt the ghost of Naga Sato.
The name doesn't ring any bells.
A pirate of some renown. He favors lurking in the regions of space you consider uncharted. Our territory, mostly. Renegade Voss has been a blight on Chiss shipping lanes and colonies for years.
I'll put him out of business.
Deliver on those promises and you'll be generously rewarded. Voss appears to have joined up with the White Moor, a massive confederacy of pirates pillaging Hoth's starship graveyard. Their raids have reduced our salvage operations to smoking wreckage.
They sound like my kind of people.
Maybe you'll finally meet that special someone who shares your passion for making craters.
I'd choose carefully who you throw in with. The White Moor's days are numbered. We've permitted the Empire to use Hoth for strategic purposes in exchange for their assistance dislodging the pirates. Imperial soldiers will handle the White Moor. However, Voss is worth more to us alive.
Works for me. Executions are messy.
Our patrols recently captured one of the White Moor pirates out in the wastes. It may be able to point you to Voss once you arrive. I'm transmitting credentials that will allow you unrestricted access to Hoth's surface. Use them to travel to these coordinates. Contact me when you've secured Voss.
I'm here to interrogate your prisoner.
This can't be authentic. Wait here. I mean it. You will please excuse my manners before. The prisoner is right this way. Little rat has been nothing but trouble.
I don't need a running commentary.
I Ayata suta un titi. Asuna duka rapta darokkawa. Chumiko waflo. Karuza suga baknovo. Ubarare duki buja.
Think all the White Mall will be this threatening?
Good luck understanding it. Show yourself out when you're finished.
Kodva kinesibe liwenezin walezek handaleno.
Whoa, watch where you point that thing.
Sekala zobida.
Tell me what you know about Renegade Voss, the Trandoshan.
Cosa bantululu tenga. Oko hemasusi helulu. Riwatini aruba. Che cosa niente baba yara fara. Ibana perge. Kelizi aisli nitit mimini. Kilia kapisa jibinlu. Ango tonton. Jubinlu hamazu yaya. Tini epatebu. Kebiote yatata. Relompi niete bombom. Ayata suta un titi. Asuna duka rapta darokkawa. Chumiko waflo. Karuza suga baknovo. Ubarare duki buja.
Voss hung you out to dry, so why not help me toss him in a cage?
Jehambalu. Karusa gobidon. Juwinlu iladali. Kiluwat suga umpi. Napusa ni gayas pa vandoga trono. Rilo umpi piso. Ayeta babatonya pa. Kibiotto. Widi hayas chiha. Tansari penoshatsu. Aku sandantenko iki. Napuso lampango no tipa. Yahosia dainga. Ayapa shahara.
Besade mohardas. Barkabas. Good sasek. Outer affairs project. Raporas Kajava. Kurkunska. Oreflexi. Vajo Raunari. Do Unska. Raporas Kajava. Kurkunska. Oreflexi. Vajo Raunari. Do Unska.
You're in no position to make demands. Trust me.
Besade mohardas. Barkabas. Good sasek. Outer affairs project. Das Tanga Rastak. Shivertskarsk. Zonkalis. Korra. Raporas Kajava. Kurkunska. Oreflexi. Vajo Raunari. Do Unska.
You wouldn't be the first unstoppable target I've taken down.
Skocharat mask osla. Spetod trangis. Unda polua. Yorska popre. Wajulambasar. Parsk potrak. Modraksk. Unda polua. Das Tanga Rastak. Shivertskarsk. Zonkalis. Korra.
I heard Voss was a holy terror. Why'd he leave you to do the dirty work? Waste someone else's time.
Voss didn't think much of us.
Come on, we're paying Blizz another visit. Voss took off, let his cronies do the dying. Said I wasn't worthy.
Fime nekila ogen fuzo nalapo. Ayafa tom jan koruza. Kodva kinesibe liwenezin walezek handaleno. Go puta badalva no confesco vami. Kimina ni halaneza nimba ni hala kamanahana.
Slow down. What do you mean by Jaga points?
He means Jagannath points. Hunting is a religion to Trandoshans. Their goddess gives them Jagannath for successful hunts. It's serious business to them. The Trandoshan's score determines his place in the afterlife.
Nagwazi niko nikaka kumbumpi kumbababla. Kwaba yinso yamayuka nikikito sonki. Choba di cast for andale. Ayafa tom jan koruza. Baba hamzuye luperena kujunzo. Baba kiulo kaminotor ka kolopo. Basa chakosa linchakan fuhun. Obligondo kito wabakawami. Omokove kabami gabene.
I'll have a little chat with him.
Widi hayas chiha. Tansari penoshatsu. Aku sandantenko iki. Nafuso lampango no tipa. Yahosia dainga. Ayafa shahara. Uja kalopo juvara kawana nabi. Chikua ibana iletas lusa gamanalumi. Chakosa bifanete mambe nenga umpi. Fime nekila ogen fuzo nalapo. Karusa gobidon. Juwinlu iladali. Kiluwat suga umpi. Nafusa ni gayas pa vandoga trono. Rilo umpi piso. Ayeta babatonya pa. Idiotto.
Never met a Jawa who couldn't turn tech to scrap in 10 seconds flat.
Omokove kabami gabene. Ayata suta un titi. Asuna duka rapta darokkawa. Chumiko waflo. Karusa suga baknovo. Ubarara duki buja. Kilia kapisa jibinlu. Ango tonton. Jubinlu hamazuiyaya. Tini epatebu. Kebeyote yatata. Relon pi niete bombom. Cursa bon tululu denga. Oko hamasusi helulu. Riwa tini aruba. Chekoza niete baba yara fara. Ibana perke. Kelizi aisli nited mimini.
Slam Streaver, field tuner, heat resistor. Got it.
Kodva kinezi beliwe nezin walezek handaleno. Ngo pudava dalva noma confesco vami. Kimina ni halaneza nimba ni hala kamanahana. Ngo pudava dalva noma confesco vami.
Whoa, buddy, we're just salvagers. Don't want no trouble. We ain't getting paid to catch blaster fire.
If you want to live, do exactly what I say. I'm looking for Slam Streaver. Blizz sent me.
Blizz, you're pulling my leg. Really? I'm glad to hear the little guy's okay. Never sat right with me, what Voss done to him.
He said he was framed. You could have stood up for him.
I did. Hell, it ain't like what they found was worth all that much compared to Blizz's know-how. But there weren't no convincing them. Hated turning him over, but I never really had a choice. Look, let me do right by him. I'll do whatever I can to help. What did Blizz send you for?
I need a couple of your heat resistors and a 3-phase field frequency tuner from Blizz's stash.
Well, heat resistor's no problem. That phase tuner could be another story. Foreman divvied up most of Blizz's stuff between the salvage crews, but I'll have a look. Well, you're in luck. Everything you asked for is here. What's left of Blizz's stuff, too. I appreciate it if you could get that back to him. And tell him I'm sorry, would you?
I'm not carrying around a bunch of junk.
Shoot. Well, maybe if we can get out of here, I can send it along with him. It's about time we pack it up. The foreman's gonna figure out we helped you, and he won't take kindly to that. We ain't much good in a scrap, and likely won't get far without someone who is.
Lend a hand?
No problem. Just watch out for the shrapnel.
I'll cover the rear.
Come on, boys. We're getting out of here. We ought to be able to make it from here. Thanks for sticking your neck out for us. We'd have never made it.
Show me your gratitude some other time. I've got a cyborg to kill.
Be careful. That fella's packed with more tech than an Ar-Shaddad chop shop. And has about as many screws loose. You take care of Blizz for me, yeah?
Egnorki na nyanika patsi forhudoviti crew.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Shahula madija. Egratio pegar huska mevini. Minamu forksa meohun.
If you didn't want them getting hurt, you shouldn't have sent them after me.
Dawi ura trester marmiki. Homeo hungrus nomin. Muslon fatei. Egmod bruk hior danyemel nuna volt ekitala. Tilmura marto.
I'm not gonna enjoy this, but maybe it's for the best.
Arjaga antit Peter chot fifla.
I brought the tech you asked for.
Kansari penoshatsu. Kilia kapisa jibinlu. Ango tonton. Jubinlu hamazuiyaya. Tini epatebu. Kebeyote yatata. Relon pi niete bombom. Ayata suta un titi. Asuna duka rapta darokawa. Chumiko waflo. Karuza suga baknovo. Ubarare duki buja.
Never should have taken this job.
Ngo pudava dalva noma confesco vami. Buja kalopo chuvara kawananabi. Chikua ibana iletas lusa domonolumi. Chakosa bifanete mambe nenga unti. Fime nekila ogen fuzo nalapo. Widi hayas chiha. Tansari penoshatsu. Aku sandantenko iki. No fuzo lampago no tipa. Yahosia daina. Ayapa shahara.
Nice guy. Time to show him what a real loss looks like.
Baba Hamzuye lupayana kujunzo. Baba kiulo kaminoto ka kolopo. Basa chakosa linchakan fuhun. Obligundo kita wabakawami. Omakobe kawami gabene. Nagwazi niko nikaka kumbupi kumbababla. Kwaba yinso yamayuka nikiti dozonke. Choba di cast for andale. Ayafa kamjan koruza. Espa vandunta vin. Tashi yahosa yadan. Topadon lomo. Osponsa ventuti. Akusa dinin. Bobolo mantenga. Venoba dahinakas.
You should have stayed a nobody.
Kodva kinizibe liwe nezin walezek handaleno. Ngo pudava dalva noma confesco vami. Kimina ni halaneza nimba ni hala kamanahana. Kilia kapisa jibinlu. Ango tonton. Jubinlu hamazuyaya. Tini epatibu. Kebioti atata. Relon pi niete bombom.
Hey, over here, please! You gotta help us! They've got us chained to the equipment, and they cut off our thermal shields if we give them any trouble.
He's not exaggerating. Alien scum are working us to death.
Help us.
What do I get out of this arrangement?
You, callous! Are you really gonna stand idle while we die down here?
Maybe we can help you. A little trade.
I'm here for Graddock Ungen. What can you tell me?
He's adversary like the rest of our subhuman slave drivers, but extremely well armed and armored. Fights with a bloody cannon.
He's probably in the operational center, monitoring production.
Look, Graddock's the one who controls the thermal shields and keeps the keys to our shackles. If you're after him anyway, you might as well help us.
After I take care of Graddock, we'll see what happens.
We need you to lock out the thermal shield controls and get the keys to our shackles so we can make a run for it. You can take my thermal shield if you can free us. You probably need it more than I do.
Don't be an idiot, that's suicide!
It's the only chance we've got.
Take this heat resistor. I won't be needing it.
Thank you. I'll hold out as long as I can.
Don't worry, it's covered.
That's quite a kit you're sporting, Bounty Hunter. Bet you spilled a lot of blood to get it. Now, whose pride did I wound so badly that they resorted to a hired gun? The Republic? The Empire? Both?
Goodbye, Graddock.
Hope you like it hot, Jackna. I'm not dying alone.
Maybe, maybe not. But you are dying.
The heat resistor you gave Paul helped, but it was still too much for him. He passed out.
Don't worry, he'll make it, even if I have to drag him all the way.
Don't get captured again. I'm not handling any more rescues.
Yeah, right. Thanks for your assistance.
I thought we were goners. Thank you.
Kimina ni halaneza nimba ni halakamanahana.
I thought comm traffic was impossible out here.
Kodva kinezibeli nezin waleze kandaleno. Ngo pudava dalva no makafeskovami. Kimina ni halaneza nimba ni halakamanahana. Kilia kapisa jibinlu. Ango tonton. Jubinlu hamazuyaya. Tini epatibu. Kebioti atata. Relon pi niete bombom. Espavandunta vin. Tashi yahosa yadan. Papaton lomo. Osponsa ventuti. La cosa dine. Popolo mandayo. Venobada hinakas.
Who am I after now, Blizz?
Arriba, chico! Nagwazinigo nigaka kumbupi kumbababla. Kwabayinso yamayuka nikitiro sonki. Choba di cast for ndele. Ayafa gom jam korusa. Korusa kobidon. Chuinlu iladari. Kiluwak sugu onpi. Lupusa niga espa vandoka tron. Rilo onpi opiso. Ayete babetonipa. Ibioto.
I only need to know his location, Blizz.
Masa chakosa linjakan fuhun. Kodva kinezibeli winezin waleze kandaleno. Ngo pudava dalva no makafeskovami. Kimina ni halaneza nimba ni halakamanahana.
You've been a big help, little guy.
Atufer, ilahakan arjes niesni bergitik moranafne. Tore shafnia java.
If you know who I am, you know why I'm here.
Zitnes jiur doriki da shirbuliki fifi patidja. Marug järgest mahtekis kirki jammis den kibbalba. Sekies nime bakbedistan babastjatben. Albi farfutorkesni.
You gonna feel the same way after I wipe the floor with you?
Zitnes jiur doriki da shirbuliki fifi patidja. Bibien folk damilje kausnadis na makampiet de harmalan margumak.
I can respect that. I'll participate in your ritual.
Marug järgest mahtekis kirki jammis den kibbalba. Bibien folk damilje kausnadis na makampiet de harmalan margumak. Ziknes Giurdriki da Shirduriki Fifi Katja.
There are about to be one fewer.
Bibien Sordanilje, Kausnadi Namakampiet de Harmanan Margumak. Atufer, illa hakan arjes yes bibernitik moranahne. Zekiesni me, bakbedistak da bastiat, albin farvutorkesni. Victiestingenhues. Atufer, illa hakan arjes yes bibernitik moranahne. Maru jalgest matekis kirkin jammis den jibberba. Bibien Sordanilje, Kausnadi Namakampiet de Harmanan Margumak.
Don't die just yet, Kren. I still need your comm codes.
Maru jalgest matekis kirkin jammis den jibberba. Ziknes Giurdriki da Shirduriki Fifi Katja. Zekiesni me, bakbedistak da bastiat, albin farvutorkesni.
My instructions are to take Voss alive.
Bibien Sordanilje, Kausnadi Namakampiet de Harmanan Margumak. Ziknes Giurdriki da Shirduriki Fifi Katja.
Das Tangarastak, Shivertskorsk, Zonkalis, Waraha.
I'm tired of cleaning up the White Maw's trash. I came here to put you away. Nothing's gonna keep me from doing that. Aor, Graddock, and Kren couldn't stop me. I don't think you can either.
Wakadas, Svedod, Rasmussaref Ogla, Bisadi Mohardas, Wakadas, Gurksasek, Outerfels Project.
No more hunting, Voss. This is a challenge, not a game.
Sasek, Potrak, Oras, Kajaba, Gurkunska, Oreflexi, Rajo Muranor, Dokunska, Oras, Kajaba, Gurkunska, Oreflexi, Rajo Muranor, Dokunska.
Scout the battleground?
Bisadi Mohardas, Wakadas, Gurksasek, Outerfels Project. Oras, Kajaba, Gurkunska, Oreflexi, Rajo Muranor, Dokunska.
You haven't dealt with me yet, Voss.
Das Tangarastak, Shivertskorsk, Zonkalis, Waraha, Wajulambasarsk, Parsk Potrak, Nodraksk, Undapolua, Das Tangarastak, Shivertskorsk, Zonkalis, Waraha.
Are you here to fight or preach?
Kitoran Oras, Kajaba, Gurkunska, Serpulok, Ran Oras, Tars, Skocharat Mas, Osla, Spetod, Tranis, Undapolua, Yorska, Pokre.
It's over, Voss.
Ran Oras, Kajaba, Gurkunska, Oreflexi, Rajo Muranor, Dokunska. Das Tangarastak, Shivertskorsk, Zonkalis, Waraha.
The pain's just starting for you, Lizard.
Just can't do worse to him after this.
That's their problem. Time to turn Voss over to the Chiss. I've captured Renegade Voss. Get your boss on the line.
And I thought Trandos looked hideous out of carbonite. Sir, your bounty hunter has just delivered Renegade Voss into my custody.
You've renewed my faith in your profession, bounty hunter. I'll be wiring a substantial sum to an account of your choosing.
Remember my name. Spread it around.
You've built yourself a reputation, even among the Chiss. That concludes our business, if there is nothing else.
What are you gonna do with your prisoner now?
When there is no longer any use for it, it'll be executed for its crimes against the Ascendancy.
He's harmless. Just let him go.
The White Maw's in shambles. You don't need to keep Blizz locked up.
The alien was a member of an organization that has caused a lot of damage to Chiss sovereign territory.
Enough, Kel. The creature's crimes are hardly exceptional, and its worth is questionable. If you agree to a reduction of your pay, I'll release it to your custody.
If it weren't for his help, you wouldn't have Voss right now. That not enough?
A fair point. Kel, release the creature, and see that it is delivered to the bounty hunter ship.
Yes, sir.
Again, a pleasure dealing with you. Consider yourself a guest of the Ascendancy while on Hoth.
Chikua ibana iletas lusa domalumi. Kodva kinizibeli wenezin walezek handalenu.
Behave yourself and pull your weight, and you can stay.
Aku sandantenko iki.
Ah, there goes the peace and quiet.
Oh, hush. We're all glad to have you along, Blizz.
I'll second that.
Looks like the Chiss sent the payout. Wow, you think we'll rake in this much on all our jobs now?
This keeps up, we might just retire with all our parts intact.
Retire? Was just getting started.
It won't last nearly as long as you think.
Well, if we're done here, I'm gonna go take a nice long shower.
Take Blizz with you. I don't think he's familiar with the concept.
Someone's calling to congratulate you. I can't miss this.
Well, so much for hazing. We're the only ones looking foolish. An unprecedented success.
I'll admit it. You're good.
Now that you're up to your ears in credits, you'll need an excuse to spend them.
Let's hear your offer, Bloodworthy.
You just took down the two hardest targets on the blacklist, back to back. If that isn't cause for celebration, I don't know what is. So, we're throwing you a party. We've procured a penthouse suite for the occasion. Best spot on the promenade, I'm told.
You'd better show.
Who could resist an invitation like that?
Sounds fun. I mean, come on, we could use a little break.
Be sure to charge everything to the room.
Try not to go overboard. You're the one who's been making bank these days. The room's already booked on Nar Shaddaa. You can meet us there.
Tahusula, kihe shatang kukadui mabana. Hikayanu Kuzu.
Guess you really lucked out by signing up with me.
Mo gutuli ompi bedwana, ni popo chopa uma. Tamta Susa, Cheskapakuta, Kiskata Wata.
Now that they've left the White Maw, they shouldn't have anything to worry about.
Chiho Negata. Tamta Susa, Cheskapakuta, Kiskata Wata.
You can actually cook? You?
Of course.
I can't imagine you in a kitchen.
Hardly ever been in a kitchen. Mostly cook in the field.
Gotta be ready with proof if you're gonna make claims like that, Torian.
Good idea. Tingilar?
What's that?
Guess you'll find out. Been watching you work. You're an amazing shot.
You've been staring at me for this long and all you notice is my aim? I'm disappointed.
Less likely to shoot me if I only mention your aim. It's nice to see a professional in action. Quite the view.
I don't need your mind or your eyes wandering.
Got it.
Meet our new product. Had our salt shipment bottled as special tablets to help organics retain water. Now we just need to seal the deal. I want you with me when our prospective buyer calls. Keep him from getting too comfortable. We'll be meeting an Arcona named Gruna to convince him to act as our supplier to the colony.
Sounds simple enough.
This chump would do anything for enough credits to get off Tatooine. I don't think it'll take much to get poor Gruna to bite. Gruna, good to hear from you. Looking well. Lose some weight?
Kadriso Efretu Paranai.
Oh, her? Ah, don't worry about her. Had to let my last security detail go in favor of this fine lady. Say hello, my dear.
We look forward to doing business with you, Gruna.
See? A perfect lady. You know, Gruna, I'm a bit of a philanthropist. Did I mention that?
Hello, Jaman.
My visit to Tatooine left me inspired by the plight of rugged folks like yourself trying to squeeze life out of that dust bowl. Making life easier for the little guy, that's my motto, and helping you hardworking souls is now my personal mission.
He'll put himself in the poorhouse if that's what it takes.
My associate worries too much. My friend Gruna and his pals wouldn't leave me holding the bag. There'll be plenty of prosperity to go round. The top chemists at Rowing Industries developed this little wonder for us, a compound designed to maximize water retention in organic life forms. The benefit to hardworking subsistence farmers such as yourself is immeasurable.
Andravimos pandimas protes cada viteradag. Smalsio populas mana ir padre mana narcali.
Can you be sure you'll ever be able to afford that at the rate you're going? We're helping you use less water, leaving you more to sell. It'll pay for itself several times over.
You're in a good position, Gruna. You stand to make a lot of money as my distributor once things take off. Tell you what, I'll send you a sample. If your friends aren't begging you for more in a matter of days, you can keep it. No charge.
Patarana ango, mis aka nanom alas potas era.
Don't mention it. I hope we'll be hearing from you soon. Come on, partner. I have a feeling we'll need to increase our supply. Now we wait for Gruna, gets his friends hooked, and watch the credits trickle in.
I thought you were crazy when you pitched this little scheme.
I'm unconventional, not a crackpot. Remember that. You seem to have an knack for this line of work. I think it's time we take off the kid gloves and find a big score. I'll do a little legwork while you find ways to spend your newfound wealth.